The wind howled, rattling every bolt and cable on the ship, making the metal groan as if the vessel itself was alive and bracing for the storm. We pressed forward, pushing through the icy waters off Alaska, the bow slicing through sheets of floating ice that cracked and splintered beneath us. Waves slammed relentlessly against the side of our ship, sending freezing salt water spraying over the deck and drenching everyone in its path. Each surge threatened to knock us off our feet, but we held firm. My hands shook as I gripped the rail, knuckles white, watching the endless gray sea rise and fall like a living beast. The cold bit through my gloves, numbing my fingers, but I couldn't let go. Every man aboard moved quickly, shouting orders and warnings over the deafening roar of the storm. Communication was a lifeline. One wrong move could spell disaster. The air was thick with the pungent smell of fish and diesel, a harsh reminder of the work ahead. The scent clung to our clothes and skin, mixing with the salt spray and sweat. We worked together in the dark, our faces illuminated only by the harsh glare of the ship's lights cutting through the swirling fog. Shadows danced across the deck as we hauled lines and checked gear. Above us, the sky was a deep, endless black, stretching out forever. The stars were hidden behind thick clouds, leaving us alone with the sea and the storm. Somewhere out there, beneath the churning surface, tuna and salmon swam in massive schools, moving as one, as big as football fields, their silver bodies flashing in the dark water. Our job was to find them and bring them in, to outsmart nature and fill our holds with the ocean's bounty. Every net cast was a gamble, every haul a test of skill and luck. The stakes were high, every hour counted, and every mistake could be costly, or even deadly. The sea was unforgiving, and there was no room for error. The captain's voice crackled over the radio, barking orders as the radar blinked with signs of fish below. His experience guided us, but even he knew the ocean could turn on us at any moment. We braced ourselves, muscles tense, hearts pounding, knowing the hardest part was about to begin. The next few hours would demand everything we had. Out here, there was no room for fear or hesitation. The ocean only respected hard work and teamwork. We depended on each other, trusting that every man would do his part. This was the start of another long, dangerous day at sea, a day that would see millions of pounds of fish pulled from these unforgiving waters. As dawn approached, we steeled ourselves for the relentless rhythm of the ocean, knowing that survival depended on grit, determination, and the unbreakable bond between shipmates. Finding tuna and salmon in the vast, unpredictable open ocean takes much more than luck or experience alone. Out here, the sea stretches endlessly in every direction, and the fish could be anywhere beneath the waves. That's why we rely on advanced technology, sonar, radar, and GPS, to guide us through these endless miles of water. These tools have become our eyes and ears, helping us search for fish and navigate safely, even when visibility is low or the weather turns rough. Sonar sends powerful sound waves deep below the surface, bouncing back when they hit a school of fish. The echoes paint a picture on our screens, revealing what's hidden in the dark water far beneath the boat. When the screen suddenly lights up with movement, everyone on board snaps to attention, ready to act in seconds. The captain studies the sonar closely, eyes narrowed in concentration, making quick decisions that could mean the difference between a big catch and coming home empty-handed. The crew rushes to their stations, each person knowing exactly what to do as the excitement builds. Heavy nets are lowered into the water, and steel cables are readied for the weight of a potential massive catch. Every movement is coordinated, every second counts. Radar helps us avoid dangers, other boats, hidden icebergs, or even floating debris that could damage our gear or endanger the crew. GPS keeps us on course, even when thick clouds cover the stars and the horizon disappears. It's our digital compass, guiding us safely through fog, storms, and darkness. It takes teamwork and trust to operate these powerful machines. Every crew member depends on each other and on the technology to get the job done right. One mistake, one wrong calculation, and you might lose a whole day's work, or even more. The ocean doesn't forgive carelessness. Sometimes we chase rumors, radio calls from other ships, or a sudden swirl of birds diving over the waves, hinting at fish below. Every clue is precious out here. Every lead is worth following, no matter how small. The hunt never really stops. Tuna and salmon are fast, powerful, and unpredictable. They don't make it easy for us, fighting every step of the way. With technology on our side, we have a fighting chance against the odds. It's a constant battle of skill, patience, and innovation. But in the end, no matter how advanced our tools, the sea still decides how much we will bring home. Out here, nature always has the final say. Every day starts before dawn. Long before the sun rises, we're already awake, moving quietly through the darkness. The world is silent except for the hum of the engines and the soft slap of waves against the hull. First, we check the weather. Alaska is never gentle. The forecast can mean the difference between a safe trip and a dangerous one. Storms can roll in fast, and the sea here is unpredictable, always demanding respect. We eat quickly, grabbing hot coffee and a bite to eat before heading out on deck. There's no time for a leisurely meal. The day's work waits for no one. The cold bites through every layer of clothing. Even with thick gloves and insulated jackets, the chill finds its way in, numbing fingers and faces. Our breath hangs in the air, turning to frost before our eyes. The air smells sharp, mixed with fish and oil. It's a scent that clings to everything: our clothes, our skin, even our dreams. We load the nets and check the engines. Every piece of equipment must be ready. Out here, a small mistake can become a big problem fast. Most fishing trips last days, sometimes weeks. The work is non-stop, with little time for rest. The ocean doesn't wait, and neither do the fish. When the fish come in, there's no time to rest. Everyone moves fast, hauling nets, sorting the catch, and keeping the boat steady as it rocks in the waves. We sort, clean, and pack the catch. Each fish is handled with care, destined for markets and tables far from these cold waters. The deck is always wet, always moving. Slippery surfaces and crashing waves keep us on our toes, reminding us that the sea is always in charge. On a good day, everyone is tired, but proud. The hard work pays off when the nets are full and the crew can share a laugh, knowing they've done well. On a bad day, we count our losses and patch up what we can. Sometimes the sea takes more than it gives, and all we can do is prepare for tomorrow. There are thousands of boats like ours across America's coasts. Some are small, some are giants, but all are part of the same tradition. Men and women working together to harvest the ocean's bounty. All of us chase the same goal, to catch enough fish to feed millions. Our catch travels far, nourishing families and supporting communities across the country. Every crew has its own stories of storms, close calls, and huge catches. These tales are passed down, becoming part of the lore of the sea. But the routine is the same. Wake, work, eat, sleep, repeat. The rhythm of life at sea is relentless, but it's also comforting in its predictability. Life at sea is hard. It tests your strength, your patience, and your spirit. But it also brings a sense of purpose that's hard to find anywhere else. But for those who love it, there's nothing else like it. The beauty of the sunrise over open water, the camaraderie of the crew, and the thrill of the catch make every sacrifice worth it. America's fishing industry is massive. Every day, we catch around 18 million pounds of tuna and salmon. That number is hard to imagine. Picture hundreds of trucks filled with fish, leaving the docks every single day. The ocean seems endless, but the work never stops. Each ship brings in thousands of pounds per trip. Some boats use nets that stretch the length of a city block. Others use lines with hundreds of hooks. The bigger the ship, the bigger the catch. On shore, cranes lift containers packed with fish as big as your arm. This scale means teamwork is key. From the captain to the newest deckhand, everyone has a job. If one person fails, the whole operation can fall apart. The pressure is constant, but it is this pressure that pushes us to do more, to go farther. 18 million pounds of fish each day. That's America's fishing machine at full speed. Modern fishing ships are more than just boats. They are, honestly, floating factories. Below deck, machines hum and the lights never turn off. When the catch comes in, that's when the real work begins. Fish are sorted, cleaned, and packed right on the ship. There's really no time to waste. Freshness is everything. Every inch of space is used. Conveyor belts move fish from the deck to the processing rooms. Workers in rubber suits gut and clean the catch. Some ships even have freezing rooms as cold as the Arctic. Fish can go from ocean to frozen in less than an hour. This system means we can stay at sea for weeks. We don't have to rush back to port, we just keep fishing, day and night. The factory never sleeps, and neither do we. It's a race against time, and against other boats. These ships are engineering marvels, but they demand hard work and sharp attention from everyone aboard. When the nets come up, the rush begins. The deck fills with jumping, slippery fish. We sort them fast, tuna in one bin, salmon in another. Sharp knives flash as we clean and gut each fish. This must be done quickly. The colder the fish stays, the better. After sorting, the fish go straight to the freezing rooms. Some ships use special blast freezers that drop the temperature in seconds. Others pack fish in ice, layer by layer. The goal is simple: keep the fish as fresh as possible for as long as possible. Once frozen, the fish are checked for quality. Any fish that looks bad is thrown out. Good fish are packed into boxes and marked with dates and codes. These codes tell factories and stores where and when the fish was caught. From start to finish, every step matters. The ocean is unforgiving and there is no room for mistakes. Fishing in Alaska is never safe. The weather can change in minutes. One moment, the sea is calm. The next, a storm hits hard. Waves slam the boat, sending cold water across the deck. The wind knocks you off balance. Ice forms on every surface, making everything slippery. Accidents happen fast out here. A loose cable can whip across the deck. Heavy equipment can crush a hand or foot. People fall overboard. The cold water is deadly. You have minutes to survive. That's why we always wear safety gear and watch each other's backs. Long hours and little sleep make us tired and slow, but the work does not stop. There is always another net to haul, another fish to pack. The race to keep the catch fresh never ends. Despite the danger, we keep coming back. The sea is a hard boss, but the rewards are worth the risk. Once the fish are packed and frozen, they head to shore. Big trucks wait at the docks, ready to take the catch to processing factories. In these factories, workers cut and package the fish for stores and restaurants. Every fish is checked again for quality. From the factory, boxes of tuna and salmon travel across America. Some go to high-end restaurants, others go to grocery stores, ready for families to buy. Some are sent overseas, feeding people all around the world. The journey is long and careful. If the fish gets too warm or sits too long, it can spoil. One small mistake can ruin thousands of pounds of fish. Everyone along the way must do their job right. From ocean to table, it takes hundreds of hands to make sure the fish you eat is safe and fresh. America's fishing giants feed millions every day. The technology and teamwork make it possible, but there is a cost. We worry about taking too many fish. The ocean is big but not endless. If we are not careful, we could fish it empty. Some say our new machines catch fish too fast. Others believe strong rules and careful tracking can keep fish populations healthy. Every fish is counted and recorded. Laws limit how much and when we can fish. Scientists check the numbers every year. Still, the risk is real. If we push too hard, the fish may never come back. The ocean needs time to rest. We owe it to future generations to fish wisely. Behind every piece of seafood, there is an army of people, machines, and rules. The world depends on the ocean, and so do we.